I feel like Riot had the opportunity to just literally copy and paste Dota Autochess, but instead of doing that, they made a fully functioning game in the genre that's completely different. So many people will go back and play League of Legends because of this game. Oh my god, 3 veins. Can we get carried? Oh shit, that's insane. Woo! Okay, and a BF sword on Vayne. This is the first step of Riot to actually make a brand around the League of Legends client. From an esports perspective, this is what's actually most exciting about this, right? Is that they, like, you can see, like, they've updated the client so that Teamfight Tactics is part of the client. This is a really big part of what they're doing, and they already have really good monetization options for it. This is going to be huge for Riot, because everybody that logs back into the League of Legends client is going to be tempted to play League of Legends games, and they're going to be back in the ecosystem. They're going to be engaging with the store. They're going to be buying things. Yeah! Give me that guy. Yeah! I'm going to spend so much money on this game when it comes out. Oh, I got the epic one, chat. This is just such a huge brain tactic of Riot to do. Not only that they are releasing this game and the timing that they released it in, it's also that they've done this they didn't create a separate client. They made this as part of their client, which means that what people are going to do is they're going to engage with the same game. They're going to go to the store, and it's even the same currency, so you can use RP to buy the little guys, and you're going to be like, oh, I have like 200 or 300 RP left. I'm absolutely going to use that to buy like a champion skin that I want also. So just getting people back into the ecosystem is an incredibly important part of marketing. This is the most intelligent thing I've seen a game company do in a long time. Not just identify a trend and be able to move on it very quickly and make a good, high-quality game. Riot was like, okay, we see Autochess. We know it's going to be a big game. We're going to move fast on this, and then we're going to monetize it very quickly. And they're actually going to have a full playable game out by the 25th, which is like 7 days from now. I'm so impressed with Riot for doing this. They moved very quickly, they identified a market trend, and they linked it back to one of their existing games that, even if it was having some problems, will bring back people into the ecosystem, and they can tell sponsors that people are using the League of Legends client. So it's going to be really hard to differentiate active users, for sponsors at least, from people that are using the League of Legends client to play League and people that are using Teamfight Tactics. But even if you don't even need to differentiate them, because they're still a valuable customer in the ecosystem. So from a marketing standpoint, this is huge brain. From a game standpoint, overall, it's just really exciting to see, because the game is super fun to play, and I do think this is the absolute best auto chess so far. It plays really well. You can tell there's a lot of depth to it. There's a massive amount of items. There's a massive amount of synergies. There's a lot more that can be done to sort of define a meta and to like combine things. But for some reason, you don't feel like you're not ever getting your units. Like it doesn't have that same auto chess feel of like, oh, I'm not getting my units. It feels like there's so many different directions to go. And another good aspect that I think they did was they added several units that can do well on their own. So for example, like you only need like 1 robot or like 1 exile or like 2 dragons to do something. So you always feel like you can have synergies in multiple places. I don't know if there's a lot of strategy to building items yet. It seems like there's so many items that maybe there's some strategy later, like once you really understand this. I also really like this idea of combining multiple items to change your class. So your item actually changes your class, which actually helps with your synergies. That's also a huge brain thing. I feel like Riot had the opportunity to just literally copy and paste Dota Autochess, but instead of doing that, they made a fully functioning game in the genre that's completely different and plays totally differently. They have their own classes, they have their own racials. There's a little bit of crossover, but all of the classes and races do something quite a bit different from the Autochess stuff. And then you have some stuff that's like completely new, like Blitzcrank is the only robot. He pulls someone over, right, into the, and he changes your positioning so you can pull like assassins out. Elementals like summon dudes. Like it's a really, really good game, and I can see a lot of potential for this. The only thing I'd be concerned about in a actual esports sense is if the RNG is too high at very high skill levels to allow for top level gameplay, which was the problem that I think Autochess suffered. Like that I think is the only thing that I'm worried about. Other than that, I think this game is gonna take off. Like Teamfight Tactics is gonna actually compete for top level placement on Twitch. It's an extremely fun game. All of the people that play League of Legends are also gonna play it. And so League of Legends also gets all the influencers from League that are also going to play this game that were also interested in Autochess. If there's anyone that I have to give credit to right now, it's Riot. Riot is insanely smart for doing this. I'm so pog on Riot right now. Great marketing move. Absolutely excellent use of the League client. Super good monetization. You can play it with all of your friends. Ugh, it's just nowhere to go but up. I'm so positive on this. And there's so much more you can do with it, too. They can add more champions. They have the entire backing of the League of Legends lore to help them out. They can add more classes. Even right now, if you just go to the Twitch directory, the game on its public beta release is beating Fortnite. Right? It's beating Fortnite. 175K viewers. Primetime Twitch. As of right now, it's 5 p.m. PST. Teamfight Tactics beating Fortnite and every other game on the Twitch platform right now. Super exciting. This is really cool to see. And this is just before the hype has even begun. The public beta servers were actually congested because there was so much going on. Oh, man, this is awesome. We haven't seen a game release like this in a really long time. What a great idea. Huge shout out to Riot Games for this. Just an amazing game. I'm really pumped. And when you feel the game too, when you get the opportunity to play it, it feels great to play too. The units feel really seamless. About the only like small criticism I have is like sometimes it's like a little bit hard to move units between shops if your bench is full. But that's like the first. This is the first iteration of this game, right? This is in beta. It looks really good. So overall, awesome game. I'm really looking forward to playing more. If you liked this video, thank you very much for tuning in for a first look at Teamfight Tactics. Please do like and subscribe to my stream, also my YouTube video.